We're all set for Brazil and Canada.
KSmack. 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 KSmack video.
And we're off and running in set number 3. Koski starts with a quick to David Cantor, has to hit around a block though and hits it out of bounds, a little bit wide, so 1-0 Brazil.
Pass on about the 3-meter line that time. Cantor's got to rotate just a little bit more.
Ziba with a little more smoke on the serve this time. They go to the quick again. Cantor doesn't get any heat on it and it's dug up. And now the Brazilian captain tries to roll it over the block, but Gino Brusso slaps it back down. And that's 1-1.
That's how coaches tell if players have their eyes open. You know, it's very unnatural when you got a projectile coming at your face to keep your eyes open, but that's what you have to do when you block.
A little tip shot there by Nalbert, the veteran, the captain. And the Canadian blockers, of course, thinking swing, and he tips it over them for the point. Nice touch.
Canada's philosophy is that if they go over the block is so big that the defense should be able to move up and make it, but that time it was just positioned too well.
Al Douglas serving, the big guy. Gives him so much trouble. This time he floats it short. Koski goes short and quick to David Cantor. This time Cantor's approach was perfect and he pounded it down for the kill.
It sure was, and we've talked about these players running their patterns. That time it wasn't a good pass, but Cantor goes and he has faith that Koski's going to get it to him, and he does.
Boy, Koski did a great job of getting that to him, but Cantor follows up with a serving error. He's really had troubles in this match. First couple of sets, Cantor's put a couple of them into the net. That, of course, gives Brazil a point. You can lose a point when you have a service error in rally point scoring. So 3-2 Brazil now. And Bruce Edwards didn't get the approach he wanted on that one. Nor did Giba get the approach on that one. And Giba for Brazil with a hitting error into the net. 3-3, Canada profiting from a Brazilian error.
But that was a good play from Edwards. Rather than swing away on a bad set, he just played a control hit, and Canada ended up getting the transition.
Paul Durden with a serve that sends the Brazilian passer to the floor. Joel hitting from the power side, goes down the line. Boy, he was just pounding the ball in the second set. He is really on his game, and the Brazilian setters know that. They'll probably feed him a lot. 4-3 Brazil. Koski goes outside. Edwards is dug. Albert from the back row. Russo gets it up. Edwards again. This time off the block and out of bounds. Point for Canada. 20-13 for Canada. Latteri not very happy. Brazil is blocked once again. They can't dig it up. Even Big Douglas is blocked by Canada's wall in the middle. David Cantor was in on that one as well, I believe. 21-13.
Well, I'm sure these Brazilians think that David Cantor's arms are about 8 feet long right about now.
Gino Brusso back to serve. They go to Douglas. This time he gets it past the block. Canada gets the point, 22-14. Brazil just talking to themselves right now, a little arguing, a little finger pointing.
Yeah, Gustavo's not happy about that. He just said there's no way I touch the net, but sometimes a jersey might just brush the net. The second referee is the down referee. He has the responsibility to call those violations.
Francois Bilodeau back into serve. He's kind of a serving specialist. In the late going, another block by the Canadian front line. Haldane and Durden, this time they can't keep it in the court. Point to Brazil, 22-15 for Canada.
And that's called an X combination. The middleman comes in quick. The right side player comes around his left shoulder and tries to hit on the X.
Here's Max back to serve. Great serve. And
referee's calling that ball down.
It looked like Bilodeau got a fist underneath it, but it obviously touched the floor, so the referee right there calling that as a point for Brazil. 22-16. Great serve by Max. Same kind of thing. This time Bilodeau passes it perfectly. And Paul Durden swings perfectly right past Giba in the back corner. Another point for Canada, 23-16.
Interesting blocking combination from Brazil. They ran Gustavo on the outside that time, expecting Durden to go down the line. He fooled him with a cross-court attack.
Durden takes a little heat off that serve, and I thought that bit the back line, but the linesmen say no, it was out. Serving error, 23-17 now, Canada. Brazilian captain Nalbert back to serve. A serving error there as well as he takes. And Canada leads 24-17. Bruce Edwards will be back to serve and try to close out this set. Canada won the first set, lost the second set in a marathon, 44-42, and now has a chance to win set number 3.
Grappentines come in for Koski in the front row. Canada going with a big blocking wall.
Edwards to serve. Max swinging from the back row, dug by Canada. Can they close it out here? Edwards will set Durden. A swing, dug by the Brazilians. Jiva swing, and it's off some blocks, and it is a point for Brazil. More talking under the net. This time, just I think some apologizing. 24-18.
Now all Canada has to do is just to convert one pass. That'll be the set.
Gustavo serving for Brazil. They're trailing 24-18, and it's long. Canada wins 25-18 in the third set, and the crowd eating this up. Set number 4 is underway. Scott Koski serving to start it up. And Nalbert, the captain, is slammed at the net, and there's a little collision underneath too, and Nalbert stepped on David Cantor's ankle, and he comes up a little bit sore.
Well, Nalbert really drifts when he attacks the ball. And that ball was set very close to the net, so because he's not that big, he has to really drive into the net. Now he comes down underneath the net. Take a look at his footwork. See, he really pushes how much ground he covers, and he comes down underneath the net with David Cantor.
Luckily they wear those ankle braces, so Nalbert is able to continue. A little gingerly, but he is able to continue. Canada leads 1-0. And Koski's been doing a great job with that serving down the side. Gustavo pounds it. Koski gets it up. 2 swings for the big guy, and he is unable to score. Now the tip, but Scott Koski is there, and Canada able to bang it back over. Pretty much a free ball. What a great set that was by Mauricio, the veteran setter, running back toward the back of the court, bump setting and putting Nalbert on.
Yeah, that's just terrific court awareness. He knows where that ball has to go. Look at that, right on the money, off the hands and out of bounds. Perfect.
Couldn't have set him better with his hands if he was standing beside him. 1-1, Canada-Brazil, 4th set. Koski goes outside to Durden, but he is slammed by the setter, no less. Mauricio loves that. You see some celebration when the smallest guy in the court is able to get a block.
Well, every once in a while that's going to happen. Mauricio setting it up perfectly. Off the hands and down, but he's not celebrating the same as he did in the first match against Canada.
2-1 for Brazil as Max drills another serve. Koski takes a look. Durden is available and swings hard. The Brazilians get a touch. And now a free ball for Canada. One-hand set. Cantor drills it, and the Brazilians can't dig it up. Nice little one-hand poke set by Scott Koski. Tough serve, but Haldane gets it up. Andy Zarowski with a looping hit. Brazilians dig it up though. Nalbert scoops it from the back row, and it is just inside the line. What a clever hit by the captain.
Well, 2 great plays. First on the dig from Nalbert, second on the attack, finding the open court. He has terrific court vision. Here it is right there. Look, he's just going down that line, nobody there, right to the deep court.
All right then, Nalbert set point 24-15, make it 24-16 on the serving error. Canada has another life. But I think this 4th set is pretty much fait accompli, as we've said, and perhaps Garth Fishby looking ahead to the deciding 5th set. Have to have a little pep talk after this one, though. Here's Francois Bilodeau to serve. And the Brazilians drill that on a quick set by Gustavo. So that is it for set number 4. Brazil wins it convincingly over Canada, 25-16. We're heading for a 5th and deciding set here in Hull.